Alrighty, welcome to Friday, May 3rd's Mastermind, where we are going to be going over some timelines and some strategies for the month of May. And if you are not muted, let's make sure everybody's muted. I think I got you. So we're good to go on our end. First off, I just want to start by saying, hey, unbelievable job to finish out the month of April. I've been wanting to hop on and congratulate all you guys for really pushing to the finish line. I'm just kind of getting over, or I'm in the middle, or my body is just confused right now with this cold or sinus thing that I've got going. So I'm going to try and kind of gut this out, but if not, I've got backup here. But you guys did an incredible job last month, and we heard even in the roundtable and kind of across the network that for a lot of people it's a really difficult month. And those are like, I want to say this, that those are great months for you to build character in this business. And if you fought through it, you hopefully learned something from it. And if you quit, don't do it again. Like, these are those months that build character in your business, and these are the months that show you if you're going to be around a year or two from now. So it's so important that you find a way in those months, even if it's just getting 3 people and barely getting 3 people, or maybe it's you only got 1 person, but you created so many conversations that you're set up for the month of May. There's always a way to spin it. The only way that I can't spin it is if you quit on yourself. Okay, so I want to encourage you as we refocus for the month of May. It's a 5-pay period month. I don't know if anybody else has noticed that, but I love 5-pay period months. That is worth doing a happy dance over. So I think it's important that you refocus your attention right now, because this can be a really productive and profitable month for you. But at the same time, we have 31 days to really make an impact in the month of May, and we're already 3 days in, so now you only have 28. So we have got to make sure that we are focused here as we kick off the month. And then my challenge to you, don't do this month. We don't need any of that anymore. Like, this is killing you guys. I'm like, bam, pumped up in my business. Mm-hmm. We have got to find a way to get to a sustainable point and show up each and every freaking day. You guys do that tracker, you knock those out, and you're done. Mm-hmm. And we're only pushing you 5 days a week. The problem, and I've said this before, the problem is that we're pushing you guys 5 days a week, giving you the weekends off, and then some of you are just kind of letting that slide into next week, and I'm going to take Monday and Tuesday off. It's like friggin' 4th of July and Memorial Day weekend every week for you guys. You're taking the 4-dayers. It's just not going to help get you where you want to go in this business. I'm just telling you, as an outsider looking in, now as I've transitioned to this. So that's my tiny bit of encouragement.
We learned that the hard way ourselves.
Yeah, I mean, we finally feel like we're in a really good groove. And that's been like 7 months, and we've just been kind of grinding this out. But I mean, we feel like we're on top of things well right now, and we've got good priorities and responsibilities divvied between the two of us. It's Follow-Up Friday. Get your follow-ups done. It's like slow today. Come on, folks. We gotta be having some conversations.
I think like all the moms are busy this week with Mother's Day stuff. I feel like I've been at school nonstop.
Okay, now ladies. Mother's Day is next weekend.
It's so
I'm going to
early.
try and not swear on this call. You guys cannot take over an entire month. You have enough. You have all of social media. What more do you want? All right. Let's rock and roll. First things first. Follow-Up Friday. Second thing, bet on yourself. If you guys have not Aaron sure it's Mother's Month. No. Bet on yourself. If you have not filled that out, this is a big opportunity for you guys. We're not doing it the way that we have in the past, where we say, hey, bet on yourself, get to diamond. What we're doing is instead, and this is also instead of like doing our early bird promotion and all that kind of stuff, we're just lumping it all together so that we can have a cool shirt at Summit. So either way, you win here. It's not like you're giving your money away and you get nothing for it. Worst case scenario, you don't hit your goal, you got to pay $20 and you get a t-shirt. Best case scenario, you hit your goal for the next 2 months, you get a t-shirt. Like the end is the same no matter what. One is going to cost you $20. One, you get it for free. But either way, you still get a t-shirt. So if you have not, and if your teams have not, a lot of you on this call have this figured out. You're like Bridget Wheeler is like, okay, cool. Well, I'll take a size medium, and I'd like it in a V.
Not a medium.
I'm sorry. Like medium's the thing is for guys, like medium's cool. Like you're cool if you're medium. Like if you're wearing a small, like as a dude, you probably need to be in the gym. If you're wearing a large, you probably need to be in the gym. But a medium, you're like, yeah, I'm doing all right. I realize there's the metrics change a little bit, and so it should be a smaller, maybe an extra small. Anyways, so a lot of you know that you are going to hit it. My challenge to you is drive it as an incentive to your young coaches. All we're trying to get them in the habit of doing is hitting Success Club on a regular basis. And that's why we didn't just do it for a couple weeks. We did it for 2 months. Okay. It's also a little bit of a higher, higher ASP ticket item for us to do as a reward, right? So like shaker cups and headbands are like $10. This is $20. We're willing to front that cost to help you. I don't care if you hit it. You guys will figure it out and you'll hit it. Like I said, Bridget, who would get like a size extra small, will likely hit this within the first couple of weeks. My challenge is somebody like Bridget or an Aaron Trier, Monica Haas, who's in like the center of my screen, who's starting to get in a good groove, is now take this and help somebody else do it. Start building a little bit of consistency to their schedule and their success so that heading into Summit, they aren't limping. I've said this now a couple times, but no doubt, you guys know how hard this business is. If you limp into Summit and Rachel Hollis inspires you, and you come back home and you're like, I am doing this, and you get slapped in the face with motherhood, mother month, and then you get slapped in the face with cancellations, inactives, people telling you what they want, like you're just going to go, bleh, and you're not going to have any pipeline or momentum. But if we're putting in that work right now, and we're getting people in a good groove, and they're finding sustainability and consistency, and they go into Summit on a high, and then they're inspired by Rachel Hollis, you might have an unstoppable force. That's what this Bet on Yourself challenge is designed to be. I haven't even gone in there to see if people have signed up for it or whatnot. I'm going to put a firm deadline on Sunday. So as of Sunday, if you have not bet on yourself, you don't get to like go through May and hit Success Club and then be like, okay, I can do it again in June. So I want the free t-shirt. You got to bet on yourself now and then prove it. Okay. So I'll post a reminder in there, but that bet on yourself, that's the purpose and kind of like the rationale behind it. And then we're going to have a hard deadline for Sunday. You bet on yourself. You can qualify. You can always buy a shirt after the fact. If you don't want to bet on yourself, no worries. You can buy a shirt. You still need to put in your sizes. So anybody after Sunday is not going to be a part of the little friendly bet, but they can also order it in the future.
I'm just going to put a reminder to send an email about that.
Yeah, and I have bet on yourself, a reminder. Okay, so that's bet on yourself. You're up.
Okay, so
I'm gonna get another sparkling water.
Okay, so we're gonna kind of go through the month of May, and I'm gonna share what my plan is, in case you want to do something similar to me. But I wanted to start by just going over. There's a ton of announcements for May, and they're all in the coach online office, but I just wanted to read them off here a little bit too to make sure that you guys had a heads up about them. So the first one, I posted this in the team page. It's the May Succeed Together promotion. So there's this t-shirt. It's like a blue t-shirt that you can earn. And the way that you earn it is that it's for all coaches who earn their first Success Club point ever. So I'm just going to read it. Achieve Success Club this month with our May Succeed Together promotion. During the month of May, coaches who earn their first Success Club point will receive an exclusive Succeed Together t-shirt. The other way you can earn it is if you're an upline sponsors who have at least 3 new coaches who earn a Success Club point for the first time can also get the t-shirt. So that's kind of a fun little thing to earn another way to earn a t-shirt. The next one, which I think is really cool, is the fact that with any challenge pack or completion pack purchase in May, you can get the 21-day fix in real time for free, like in addition to your challenge pack. So that's great because they can buy whatever they want and they can still have 21-day fix. And you know, keep talking about 21-day fix. People are still crazy about that after 5 years here. So that's another cool one. Oh, and then, by the way, it does not include extreme. Just wanted to say that this is just 21-day fix. I just saw that. So this does not, this is a free gift. $4 value does not include 21-day fix extreme. Okay, so if they want both of them, they have to purchase Ultimate Portion Fix. Then the next one is the May Master Series for those that are Ultimate Portion Fix certified. The May content is now available to certified coaches, so you can go check that out. The next one is the 21-day fix extreme workouts, which you guys know just started this week. Who's doing those ones? Anyone in this group? Aaron? Bunch of you guys? Okay, cool. I haven't done the extreme ones. I did a few of the 21-day fix ones, but how are the extreme, like the remake, good? People gonna like them? Okay. I'm excited to do those. So, okay, that's that one. And then I wanted to, there's also a coach summit and a summit announcement. So the Diamond Leadership Party and Success Club Tailgate Party. So they switched this up a little bit, which is kind of cool. But it says, earn an invitation for you and a guest to attend the exclusive Diamond Leadership Party at Coach Summit. The party will include barbecue dinner, live DJ, and lots more. To qualify, you must be one of the top 500 leadership point earners in April and May combined, and paid diamond rank or higher at least one bonus week that ends in April or May, and be registered for Summit by May 31st. So that's for the top 500. You guys can totally do this. Like, don't count yourself out of that. The reality is there are not that many coaches that are hitting that high of Success Club points. So work hard to get Success Club taken care of, to get Diamond taken care of, and get invited to that. Then you can also earn an invitation for you and a guest to attend this year's outdoor-themed tailgate Success Club party featuring live music, parking lot games, and, of course, awesome desserts. To earn an invitation, you must qualify for Success Club 10 in both April and May. So that's started last month, continues this month for those of you who hit 10. Okay, and then lastly, if you're going to Summit, download the Summit app. It's really helpful. It's full of all kinds of things as we get closer here. So if you just download the Team Beachbody app, events app, all of the Beachbody events that you attend are dropped in there. So, all right. I think, let me just make sure. There's so many. Sorry, guys. I just want to make sure we cover these quick. So Energize special offer price change. So they want to remind us that the special offers at checkout are always changing a little bit. And because Energize has been so popular, they are going to discount. They're going to reduce the discount from 20% to 15% on May 1st. So that has been decreased to 15%. And then coming in May, which I posted this to, is on May 20th, we're going to have Chocolate Recover, which is going to be vegan, which is like going to be amazing. It is going to be amazing. I'm so excited. I have so many people that are going to love that. And then on May 29th, we have the chocolate, like just the regular whey chocolate is going to launch in the little packets, which is also awesome for gym goers. So that's going to be cool.
That's cool.
Yeah, that'll be awesome. I think those are the most important ones. Yeah, okay. All right, so just be sure, you guys, to always go, especially at the beginning of the month. If you just go to your Coach online office, there's something called Coach Breaking News. And if you just kind of keep your eye on all those things, you know, there's some really cool things that they roll out in there to keep us updated. So I try to post as much as I can in the group, but I know we don't all see that stuff too. So just make it a point every month to check that. Okay, so let's dive into the calendar here as far as May goes. So right now, today we're on May 3rd. So right now we have people that are prepping to start Ultimate Portion Fix on the 6th, right? So they're
Monday.
On Monday the 6th. So they have been going through prep weeks this week and last week. Obviously, we still have people that are being added late, which is totally fine. So we have that going on. So Monday is going to start the official Ultimate Portion Fix group. So we're going to continue to run that in the large group, like the UPF test group. I'll change the name a little bit. So that group is going to remain like for people that have Ultimate Portion Fix, that have questions, kind of like our community, our ongoing community for that page. Every month we'll have a fresh group starting for that, the first Monday of every month. And so then the 2 weeks before that, we'll always have prep. So what I'm going to do in addition on Monday, starting on the 6th, is I'm going to host just a regular boot camp for 21 Day Fix or 21 Day Fix Extreme. And I'm going to do that just for my customers and my PS coaches that want to hop in. And so if you have customers that you think would want to jump in, or just want to advertise for something, I just think it's a great time of year to be pushing the 21 Day Fix, because everyone wants to look good in a swimsuit. This is the time of year when people are really receptive to thinking about that kind of stuff, and it kind of motivates them more. So I'm running what I'm going to call a bikini boot camp, and just kind of embrace the fact that as moms and as women, like, we don't want to be in the pool thinking, like, we want to be like proud, regardless of how our body has changed when we've had kids, like regardless of what we've been through, just to feel confident from the inside out. And so I'm going to have a group May 6th. It's going to be a separate group where I'm going to basically send an email this weekend, and I'll send it today so that if you are one of mine, you can kind of see my language in it. But essentially, I'm going to just send an email to all of my BOD subscribers, and I'm going to invite them to hop in with me on May 6th. I'm also going to tell them about how they can upgrade to the new version of 21 Day Fix. They don't have to, but that they can. And I might even put some kind of incentive in there. I have to still write that. So I'm going to just kind of use it as sort of a way to rally all of my past customers to get going on something again. Even if they don't purchase anything new, I just feel like getting people in that zone of results is huge.
There's nothing.
So I'm gonna do that on May 6th. So that will take us through May 6th. That'll take us through the 26th. Will be when my 21 day group ends. Like I said, you can definitely run your own groups. If you are one of my new PS coaches, you can add them to my group for sure. But that's what I'm gonna do there. And then the way that we kind of want to run with Take Back the Kitchen and keep our eyes on how to promote that is we're going to kind of coincide that with the Ultimate Portion Fix prep weeks. So as soon as my May 6th group starts, I'm going to switch gears to Take Back the Kitchen enrollment. So I'm going to have, say that, hey, this month's Take Back the Kitchen group starts on May 20th. And so they have to have purchased for the month, if they want to be in Take Back the Kitchen, by May 20th, they have to be in that group. And I always let people in late, but it's important to have a deadline, right? So I'm going to promote that in those middle weeks. And then again, I'll do the same thing in June, where I probably will take a week off. I'm not going to jump right from the 26th to the 27th. I'll probably take a week off. I want to just kind of keep the first week of the month, and then I have that open week at the end. I found, you guys, that people that fourth week just fall off. Like the first week, second week, third week, they're excited, and then by that fourth week, it's like they fall off. And so I would rather them come to me and go, hey, why don't you have a group this week? And kind of like wanting it versus, oh, it's there and that's fine. And so that fourth week is kind of just going to be an open week where they can do whatever they want. And then we'll hop back in and like full force that following week on the 3rd, June 3rd. So, sorry.
I was just going to say, and with that in mind.
Yeah, I was going to say that next. And so then the goal is I kind of look at my month, right? So you've got the boot camp starting on May 6th. We've got Take Back the Kitchen starting on the 20th. And then we've got on the 27th is going to be our like kind of recruiting window where we're going to really focus on recruiting coaches that have come through our challenge group that month. And just so you guys know, this is what we did back in the day, and it's a super simple formula that works. So the whole idea of having a 3-week group followed by a week of heavy recruiting, because at that point people have gone through a 21-day group. So, you a lot of times will have customers that are like, oh, I think I just want to keep working on myself, because they're in an 80-day program or they're in, an 8-week program. But if they're in a 21-day program, they're in the mindset that they have already finished the program and they're now ready to share it. So that's what I'm going to do here for until Morning Meltdown 100 comes out, and then we'll figure out a new strategy with that. But anyway, so May 6th is the boot camp. May 20th is TBTK. And then May 28th, we're going to do a webinar that night, 8:30 Eastern time on May 28th. We're going to have a webinar, just like coach opportunity, invite prospects. Now, with that said, I don't want you guys to not recruit through the whole month of May, right? Because a lot of us have huge goals, especially those of you that are pushing for Diamond. I don't want you to be like, oh, I'm just not going to recruit any coaches. Remember, sign up your customers as coaches, right? Sign them up as discount coaches. And then hopefully by the end of the month, they might be ready to hop into this coach webinar. So you can focus on that. But the other thing we're doing this month, kind of in addition to recruiting and helping new coaches get started right, I posted this last night, so you might have seen me share about this already, but it's essentially, we feel like the missing link right now with our new coaches is helping them to get up and running with more support, because we have all the trainings, we have the Facebook group, and we have the website of old trainings, we have all that stuff. But I think new coaches just need a little bit more hand-holding to feel confident that they're actually doing the things that they should be doing when there are so many distractions and things and noise coming at them from all over social media. So what we have decided to do is Jake and I, every single month now, are going to have calls once a week for new coaches who want to get their business off the ground. And so essentially what we're going to do is, starting on May 6th is going to be our first call. We're going to just we have them right now all in a messenger thread. And so this is RPS coaches. This is anyone that is in our greater team pages that wants to hop in. If you have new coaches that are starting, we want to help you get them started. So we're going to have them hop on the first call, and we're really just going to walk them through what to focus on in the first month. And those goals are going to be simple, like how do you start posting on social media? How do you set up your Instagram profile? How often should you be posting? How do you do an Instagram story? Some people just need the real basics at first. And then we'll also talk about how do you achieve Emerald rank? How do you hit Success Club? How do you invite people? Really just the basic stuff. But the goal here is that, we're going to have them on these calls, and then immediately they're going to put things into action that following week. So they're going to have an opportunity to test some things out, and then the next week they hop on with us again. They tell us how it went. And, we can give them some pointers as far as, hey, this is working, this isn't working, and really just help them to get this solid foundation. Because, as Facebook groups are awesome, but what I'm finding is they just don't work the way that they used to. Not everyone sees everything. Not everyone is paying attention. They don't even see their notifications sometimes. But if they know they have a date on the calendar once a week, when you see people face to face, even a call like this, you just get through to people so much faster. And so that's really our goal with that coach mentorship. And so if you have coaches that have been discount, if you think, if they'd be awesome, invite them again. Another reminder is just treating your discount coaches as customers, right? Until they actually are working the business. Don't think of them as a coach, think of them as customers. And so continue to pour in that potential. Let them know you believe in them. You don't have to be annoying about it, but just every now and again, just, hey, I can't, you'd be so great at this. You really would be so great. Have you given any more thought to it? Because I know you'd be awesome. Just continuing to follow up and having this monthly opportunity where, they know, okay, I could hop in this month and get started, I think is going to be huge. So, and the thing with I asked Jake about this week, do this with me, because he has this gift of speaking excitement and confidence into these young coaches in a way that I even can't, I can't do it myself. And so he is really great about just kind of setting that vision and helping them see the bigger picture of how they could actually do it. And so I'm telling you guys, if you can get some of your, like, he's a closer, and if you can get some of your new coaches, like, he's kind of tough love in this group because you guys are our builders, and, like, you know, we love you, and you know us, and we want you to, like, hit huge goals. But I'm telling you, he's really great with new coaches. Like, he tones it down a little bit. He is, like, meets them where they're at and just helps them to build that confidence. So
keep going.
If you
what else? Does anybody else want to, like, comment on this? Like, what else am I? You guys all missed my birthday, so we'll just go around every row here. And just,
oh my gosh. No, but it's true. Like, he really has a gift at that. So if you have coaches, you know, or discount coaches, this is going to be a great way for you to just continue to follow up and get them plugged into these trainings. And we are going to record them because we know life is, like, you know, reality hits. And so we will record them, but we're going to do as much as we can to get them on live for 4 weeks, because that's where I feel like they're going to get the most momentum and feel the most energy.
And I'm just going to say that I think it's important to get new coaches in here. Even if you think you're running a great development system yourself, just trying to get my bearings a little bit further on what my buddy Steve Innes continues to do. Like, I don't know if you guys are friends with them or you see them online, but they literally are popping 2-star, 3-star, 4-star, 10-star just about every Thursday. Like, it's insane. But he's not spending a ton of time with the leaders. He's spending time with the leaders, like the people that they're excited about coming,
right?
The runners within the leaders. So, like, he does calls, like regular calls, but then he's spending a lot of his time pushing them. Not Jamie. Jamie's not pushing them. So if you have coaches that you're excited about, I want to find a way for us to be spending time with those. Like, they've been around a little bit. They're up and coming. They don't need to be going through how to post on social media. They've got that part down. This is like, okay, let's have some honest conversations between them and me on how we can get them to diamond. I want to help you guys there, because that is missing right now. I'm not spending any of my time there. But then this is for these brand new people. I want to have conversations about really dispelling this notion of, are you signing up a customer or are you signing up a coach? Well, she doesn't want a coach, so I signed her up as a customer. Did you explain the discount? No, because I thought that she just wanted to be a customer. We could have still signed them up, and statistics show that if we sign them up as a discount coach, they're going to be around longer, giving you a better opportunity to eventually convince them or, inspire them to pay it forward. So I want to be breaking down some of these notions that new coaches have and seeing if we can start churning some emeralds a little bit faster, because a lot of you are emeralds away from success. It just is. I mean, I look at everybody's like back office and I go, we just need emeralds. And so spending a little bit more time with our younger coaches is kind of the emphasis on that. So we feel like we've kind of got like a good little system here laid out for the month, because, you get through some new coach mentorship, you get through training, you get through boot camps, and now there's more opportunities. So then like the 28th, they've got an opportunity of all these people who've gone through the boot camp for the month have an opportunity to learn a little bit more about what it's like to be a coach. They go, yeah, I'm in. Well, now they've got something that'll be kicking off in June for them to go through a 4-week training. Like, there's just like, I think we're really close here on systems if we can get you guys to help out and buy in with us and have those conversations. I mean, these are all conversations. It's all leadership, but you have a conversation with any of those people that you see the potential in and be like, hey, I really think you need to jump in this. The same way that you would if you were a manager of any company on the planet. If you saw potential in somebody, you would say, hey, I really think you need to go to this new hire training course. Like, it just would happen naturally. It would be part of the job. So
right. And I would say, it doesn't even have to be this like, big, scary, like coach mentorship. Like, just say, hey, if you've ever given any thought, you just hop in for that. Like, just get on the first call with them, right? Like, they don't even commit to 4 weeks. Like, just get them on that first call with us, and who knows what happens. So
yeah,
I think it'll be good. And then, the goal after they get through those 4 weeks is then we feel like that's going to be a natural point for those new coaches to hop into the builders page, because they know exactly what to expect, and that they need to hit Success Club and all of those things.
And then they're allowed 2 months in the builders page. We will go back to that after Summit, because I can't stand that people checked out at the end of April and still get to hang out in that builders page. But I bless and release. I'm very namaste with it. But that being said, there's going to be an expectation given over those 4 weeks that once you get parked in the builders page, you have 2 months to really get your business going and getting in a groove of hitting Success Club. Because I just think that it was a brilliant idea to launch that builders page and have a reason to have to hit Success Club if you want to continue to get those resources. I can't wait to put that back into place. But right now is building. We need to build, and we need to get people in a good groove so that we can go into the month of, after Summit would be like August, and we have all these people that are coming off Summit, coming off hitting Success Club, coming off 2 months now of new coach training. We think we're putting the necessary steps in place.
Does that make sense? Do you guys have any questions about that whole thing that we just covered?
So it is like all these is a step out of your comfort zone to send a message to somebody and be like, hey, I really think you should do this. But to Amber's point, like, it's not going to be scary. We're not going to be pushing them. We're going back to the infancy stages of the business ourselves. And we're just going to speak openly about like, hey, here's what I would honestly do if I was starting from ground zero all over again. So we'll try and make it very relatable to them. We'll give them a little bit of push to try and give you guys a few emeralds by the end of the month. That's our payment back to you, emeralds. Okay. One big thing, and we're going to post the announcement on it. But we need your help. Okay, so ready. You want to talk about it? I've got my own thoughts, but if you want to talk about it, it's more your accomplishment than mine.
Okay, so I've sent messages. Speaking of sending like messages that give you some stress, like these were the messages that gave me like a little anxiety, which I don't know why, but it's just because we're human, I guess. But so last week I sent messages like Jake and I have this whiteboard. I don't know if you can see the top one.
This is how I work all the time.
It looks like a foreign language.
When I tell you to go into your back office, it's right after I just got out of looking at yours.
But anyway, so that top one we keep updated. And so we were looking at all these names. And this one, we have our first CBC and our second CBC and like all of our personally sponsored working coaches that have told us they want to get to Diamond. And we're looking at all of these names and like Doug Moss has always said, don't go for 15-star unless you know that the names are there. Like unless you really feel like people are in place and you could all push at once. And so, it's been on our radar. Hitting 15-star is, just for those of you who might not understand exactly what that is, 15-star Diamond is like the top rank, which is so scary to even say. But it's a top rank in the whole company. Like, so you start as a coach, and you get to Emerald, then you get to Diamond, then you work your way up. Once you have one Diamond under you, you're 1-star. When you have 2-star diamonds or 2 diamonds under you, you hit 2-star. And so the way that our business is laid out, we're technically a 15-star because we have enough diamonds, but they're separated between my first CBC and my second CBC. So we've been 5-star and 10-star and 11-star. So technically we have those diamonds, but they haven't all been in the same CBC. So anyway, so as we're looking at our first CBC, we're looking at these names and we're like, there's 15 people that have told us they want to get to Diamond, that we know, we believe in can get to Diamond. So let's go for it. Like, why would we not go for it? And
Might as well.
And so, and I think the reason why I was like, why I want this to happen is because I see our team as a 15-star Diamond team already. Like, I look at all of you and I see the potential and I see what you guys are accomplishing every day. And I see you as that. I just want the world to see us as that, right? Like, I want the entire network to just see us as we are, essentially. And so last week I sent a bunch of messages out and I was like, okay, we want to go to 15-star. Like, are you in? And so just so you guys know, like, even as a coach who's been coaching for 4 years, I still get nervous to like reach out to my coaches sometimes and be like, hey, do you want to do this with me? Because it's just like, you never want to push anything on anyone else. But I'll tell you what was so cool is every single response I got from people was like, yes, I'm in. Yes, I'm in. Yes, I'm in. Yes, I'm in. And this is like a short deadline, right? So the people we reached out to are like people that have said, I want to be Diamond by like a short.
And it's doable.
And it's doable within a short time. Yeah. So we didn't reach out to, we know there's more that we believe in can get to Diamond. This was like when we looked at people that are around the time, around Diamond, that we feel like we could get there in a certain time frame. Like, these are people we reached out to. So, but what was so cool is every every single response that I got was so positive and was so like, heck yes, like, let's do this as a team. Like, I can do this. I know we can do this. I'm here. Like, I want in. Like, it was just so cool. And I told Jake, you know, at our last Diamond retreat, it was like the most positive group of women I've ever been around. And it makes me so excited to have gotten that response from so many people just meant so much, because what's so cool about you guys is you're team players, right? And so you want to create an experience for our team that is beyond just yourself, that it's for the whole team. And so I'm gonna write a post about kind of where we're at with that goal. But we have some people that have been stepping up big time. Monica is one of them. I see her here on the screen. You know, and Monica's one of those that, like, we've been friends for a long time now. And I mean, she's amazing. Like, she's obviously wears so many hats, and, you know, she's been doing Take Back the Kitchen for a couple years. And so her time was divided. And, you know, was it like a couple months ago when we kind of had to make the switch? I think all of a sudden something in her mind clicked where she was like, I want to do this. I want to go for this, like with Ultimate Portion Fix. And she started to kind of catch it. And so, you know, she stepped up, and she's like just a couple coaches away from Diamond. Is that who else is pushing that? That's on this call. Anyone else that hasn't been Diamond before?
Letitia
is right there. I mean, sorry, there's somebody. Letitia is like all of these coaches. So we're going to lay out, and you guys can see like who is, like, what people need in order to get there.
And it's not much. It's not much. Like, and we have things we have to control on our end. Our third CBC is slipped because we focus so much of the placement on Amber's first CBC under my weak leg that we let our diamond go in that third. So we've got to get 2 emeralds in our third CBC. So we've got work to do on our end.
Yep.
We got to hold up our end of the deal. But guys, like, for those of you who aren't aware, like 15-star, there's maybe like 10 teams in the network that could be 15-star this quarter. Like 10. Mm-hmm. 10 out of 360,000. So it's like we wouldn't push for it if we didn't think we could do it, and we wouldn't push for it now if we didn't think we were close enough. At some point, I think it's a strategic move to say, let's all try and time this together and do it. So we have this May 16th push. That's 2 weeks. So when we say like follow-ups and conversations and invites, we're in the same thick of it, but we're just trying to push for 2 weeks to get us into quals, and we could show up at Summit. Can't even wrap my mind around it, but could show up at Summit as a 15-star team, which would be pretty freaking cool.
Yeah, and what was I gonna say? You just said something that triggered something.
You were saying about how great I am. I think it was.
Oh my gosh. So what we want to happen is, you know, this energy that all of the coaches in the first CBC have. I really think that if we can harness that and kind of make it a team-wide push, because we have so many of you that have goals that you want to hit by Summit. Emily Cold Iron's right there. She's going to be 2-star next week, and then 3-star.
So close to 3-star.
So
and she's already got her diamond, like, just waiting to sign up in that second CBC.
Yeah.
Just hold off on signing up. I'll send you the share cart tomorrow.
Bethany Swart is pushing for 5-star, and her team, Bridget, is pushing
2-star.
We've got so many coaches. Other coaches on here are pushing for diamond. We have so
Jess
many
Hetrick
of you.
Could be 1-star.
Yep. So many, like everyone, all of you on this call have goals that you're pushing for. And so I just think it's cool to use opportunities like this. More than anything, what I've learned is that it is an opportunity for personal development.
Yeah.
Because you're achieving something that you've never done before. And so the only way to do that is to be in the right mindset. And so for me lately, it's been, you know, just positive affirmations in the morning have been like everything. Like literally I have this Rachel Hollis journal. Every day I write down 10 things, like 10 goals. So you write it as if it's already happened. So like if you have a goal, you like, I am a 15-star diamond coach. Like you say that over and over. And what happens when you say a goal in your mind, is you actually start to believe that that's how you should just act in life, right? So you are like, if I was a 15-star diamond team, I'd probably take it up a little bit, right? Like I'd probably take it up a notch. Or if I was a top 10 coach, I'd probably take it up a notch. Like all of these things. And so whatever your goals are, I just want to encourage, like I thought for years, I've never done affirmations. Like I've done them a little bit until now, but kind of thought they were like, woo, woo, like, you know, kind of one of those like things that you just are kind of weird, but they really work. So I'm telling you, try the affirmations, get in the right mindset, but I know you guys can do it.
And all that to say, now is not the time to let up. Now is the time to push. And we're not going to push all year long, but we're going to try and push for specific times together. So if we can bond together, we could do something really, really special as a team. And then a lot of you collectively within your teams could do something really pretty cool. Like to show up, I mean, your name's on banners at Summit. I mean, for you to show up and have your name recognized as a Diamond Coach is worth it. The tracks, the after parties, all that kind of stuff. It's worth pushing right now while we can. Plus, we've got VIP night, which is going to be like just fun and different, something we've never done before. We got like something we haven't even announced with VIP night that I can't wait to roll out, I should say.
Jen Dieter, I got to give you a shout out. So Jen has been a coach of mine for a while. She's like amazing and has an incredible story. But all of a sudden out of nowhere, like she's been discount for a while, and all of a sudden out of nowhere last month, like, you know, we're like, Jen signed up 4 coaches. Like, what is going on? And so, so she like has just decided to run with Ultimate Portion Fix, and she is crushing it. I mean, you guys, Ultimate Portion Fix is such an awesome tool, and we're just getting started with it. But she wants to be diamond, so we got to add her to our board. Okay.
If she's not, you're not far off. I think you've got 5 coaches on you now, so there's the possibility there, which is super exciting. But yeah, just all that to say, we're going to try and do something for the next 2 weeks here that 10 other teams have been able to do, but we have the people to do it. We just all have to hold that rope together. Got to get scrappy here for 2 weeks. But I think this could be just a really neat opportunity to do something special. The last thing that we wanted to put on your radar. So one thing that you guys will get to know with me, I'm very analytical. I run numbers and track everything that comes in and out of our business, like nonstop. Like I just want to see where things are going and where areas of need are and what we need to address. So when I did a cumulative analysis of last year in 2018, our lowest production month was the month of June. So of all the months, our family, at least, you know, and you know, you would imagine like leadership from the top would probably reflect how your businesses went as well. In the month of June was down significantly. So I don't even, you know, probably down maybe 20%, which is pretty big number actually when you start looking at, you know, what you're producing and then you wipe away however much money. So we're trying to find a way to address it and build on it. And so what we're excited to announce is that we're going to bring back Sweat Well Spent in the month of June. And we're still kind of finalizing the dates on it, but we're going to have something in a dead month for you guys to be promoting. And I've kind of gone rogue on my workouts lately, trying to kind of play around with some of the different like HIIT exercises and speed exercises and incorporating 21-day fix and then incorporating all the various programs. Anyways, so I've been doing this for about 6 weeks now, and I'm down 10 pounds, and just feel like my body is in just like a really, really, really good groove where I'm not like overly sore. I'm not having to like short out dates. I'm incorporating a lot of running, so we're going to be able to get people up to about like a really efficient 5K by the end of probably 3-4 weeks. We haven't decided all of those, but we're going to try and strategically use it so that you can promote with it at the end of May and into June. So I would assume that it'll start either the first or second week in June. We'll give you the final details on it, but I mean, it's going to be weights. It's going to be running. We're going to be doing some sprinting. We'll do some box work. We'll be doing MMA. I mean, we're going to have some fun with it. But every time that we do this, we have seen it grow. And we have people that message us on a regular basis on when we're bringing it back. And so we feel like we're going to be getting into a part, kind of a time where universally, whether you're Midwest, South, anywhere, that you can be outside and you can be doing the running and you can do all of it, as opposed to like we've done Sweat Well Spent in November and people are like, it was -30. I didn't go for the run. So this is going to be like a perfect time to promote it and use it and hopefully grow it, because the last time that we did it, I think we had 330 people do it with us, which is nutso. So if we could do that again in the worst month of the year for our business, I think it could be a really good way to address that, and then hopefully have you guys again with some continued momentum heading into July.
We'll probably couple the Vegan Recover with that.
Yeah. Great way to incorporate, Vegan Recover and Fruit Punch Energize for people to try new stuff and new formulas. But we're going to have it kind of user-friendly. I'm also thinking a lot of guys want to do more arms and shoulders. Women want to do more booty. So, we're going to play around with having like a male track and a female track for whatever you're trying to accomplish, but want you to have it on your radar. And I can just say, because I'm doing how I kind of want to map it out, that it is working, and it's, I think, awesome and efficient. And all the workouts are, somewhere in the hour range, and it's all using BOD, but it's also like getting creative with equipment and, being a little bit more intentional about using other stuff other than just doing your, 20-minute step and then being done. So it'll challenge and push people, but I don't know. I'm just really, really excited about it.
Yeah, it's going to be a great month. We have a lot to be excited about. This is a great time of year because everyone, like I said, wants to feel good for summer. So really, use that kind of the mindset of where people are at right now as you're posting too.
Cool.
I'll post all of this, like the dates and stuff in the group too, so you have them.
Yeah.
Incentive, yeah. Yep.
Especially at push times.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Some people don't even realize that their account's inactive or delinquent. So sometimes it's just like favor, courtesy, letting them know. Mm-hmm. Other times when you're really pushing towards a goal, yeah, you get scrappy.
Yeah, like a stick of Energize or something like that. Like, I have done it where it's like I usually don't even say like, hey, like I'll just do like a challenge pack offer. Like, hey, I have this challenge pack offer, like an incentive for, because sometimes like the $50 is like a little weird for people. They don't quite understand that, but maybe they want a completion pack or something. So, just giving them options can be good too.
Cool. You guys got anything for us? Hopefully this is exciting to you. We're really trying over here, folks. We're working late trying to get all this stuff in place so that we can really, really run a team that you guys feel the confidence to invite to, and to have the training and resources that you can say confidently, like, look, I can teach you how to run a business, because that's what our team does. Benefits.
Can I ask a quick question? And I'm sorry, I seem to always be in the car for these calls and I can't type.
No, of course.
The new coach calls, I love that idea for every week. If we're putting new coaches in, do you want us on the call as well? Or do you want it to be more of an intimate group with just those coaches?
Yeah, if you want to be, I wouldn't say you have to be though. Like, if, I think it's your call, but yeah.
I would, as a leader, I would circle back with them the next day after the call to see how it went.
That's probably a good idea. Yeah.
It's just that extra level of accountability to see if they were on it. And if sorry, this is how I work. But if I know that they weren't on it, I'll follow up with them and ask how it went, just so they have to tell me they weren't on it, so that I can tell them that next time you should be on it. I hate it, but that's how my dad raised me. Last thing, and I do actually love that Emily mentioned this. So take back the kitchen. Again, we switched up the cover. We switched up some of the layout, the pictures. You can expect that every month. So we're going to try and do like a May edition, a June edition, a July edition. So as the seasons change, we just want people to see that it's different. The recipes are all from Beach. Like, we're not really doing all that much creativity with the recipes, but we are doing creative things with how everything rolls out and the content. We had Amber update some of the welcomes and some of the pictures. And so as the seasons change, you can kind of expect that, and the cover will coordinate, because as we continue to think about the ability of printing them, stapling them, or binding them together, now you've got, different, clear, different pages that change as the years go. So if you actually bundled it all together at the end of the year, you'd have kind of a cool booklet to look through, full of, essentially Beachbody recipes. So that's taken a little bit of extra time too, but this edition, this first one of May, took us a little bit extra just so that we could update a couple of things, but everything else will be coming out smoothly moving forward.
All right. Thanks, guys. Have a great weekend. Bye. Bye, Jake.